I feel like I got some stuff I could say about physical media. I know it's sort of become like a hot topic. People make videos about it. You know, they are getting into it. It's a very alluring thing. I think a lot of people are really drawn to the cover arts. You know, a lot of people talk about how vinyl records have such amazing cover arts. Well, that goes the same with DVDs. VHS more, I think so. I think VHS is sort of the vinyl of the video format in terms of the cover art. You're always going to get better cover art on DVDs. Like, for instance, let's pick a fucking random one that I can guarantee. Oh, here's one for perfect example. This one right here is sort of a, basic. It's not basic. It's an amazing film, but I mean, like, this is Zombie, okay, by Lucio Fulci. This is the Anchor Bay release. And if you compare this, and I'm probably not going to fucking be able to find it right now, but if you compare this to its, there it is right there, DVD counterpart, this is the Blue Underground one. Like, what is this? Like, this is a cool painting, sure, but Zombie, like, this image to me sells Zombie. And I gotta admit, man, when I first picked this up, I was rather disappointed that they didn't have this. I mean, they had it on I don't know if it was Blu-ray, whatever the fuck it was. I'm not a stickler for, it has to be on Blu-ray, has to be on 4K. I'm not rebuying anything, you know what I mean? I'm not getting taken advantage from these motherfuckers trying to sell me the same movie 20 times. I don't give a fuck how good the picture looks, or, unless it was like a favorite film of mine and there was tons of special features and documentaries and commentaries, then maybe. But in terms of just like willy-nilly, like, am I gonna get, I don't know why I fucking thought of this, but the film Hardball with Keanu Reeves? Am I gonna spend like $70 on Hardball with Keanu Reeves, even though I love that film, especially the scene when G-Baby is shot to death in the projects? But no, I'm not interested in upgrading stuff. I think what I have is fine for what I need. I just watched the DVD. I just watched this last night, the Frankenstein DVD with, this has like all 8 Frankenstein films of the Universal, legacy, the original legacy. And it looks amazing. Looks absolutely fine. Even the other night before that, I watched fucking Itchy the Killer, which I haven't seen in years since I lived at the house with my mom and all that shit. Itchy the Killer. This is a bootleg piece of shit fucking printed off cover art with a even more horrible disc. And it looks amazing. I'm not gonna fucking upgrade that. You know how much this movie probably costs, like, to buy brand new? I bet you at least $50. Not interested. And even like famously, oh, this is something cool. I don't know if you ever, I don't never probably showed this, but I made this clay ashtray. Probably when we first moved in here. I never really showed it, but I did buy these Anchor Bay, Arrow Video, Bird with a Crystal Plumage and Cat of Nine Tails. No Four Flies on Gray Velvet, which is fucked. The only reason I bought those is because they were extremely discounted, and I knew if I didn't buy them, I'd probably never have, unless I bootlegged them, DVD, like disc copies of these, and they came with tons of special features, like like a little booklet, poster, all that kind of stuff. I'd love to hang those posters. I have fucking mad posters, but I got limited space in this place. I've got like probably like 25 pictures hanging outside of this room, like in the hallway wall, and then I have maybe 15 to 20 in here. No room for full-size posters, or even like the 18 by whatever the fuck it is, 18 by 12 or who knows. Gotta put Zombie away, but there's this whole thing with like, it's become cool to like physical media, and that's fine. I think it's fucking awesome. It's keeping it alive. I don't currently collect. The last thing I bought was actually the other day. I bought the Lord of the Rings from a thrift store. I got all 3. This is the extended one, like crazy book one. I remember when these came out, $2.99, and then these were $2.99 each as well. So and these are all widescreen. I gotta add, because they had like thousands of Lord of the Rings, but they were almost all full screen. I'm like, dude, I'm no interest in that. But yeah, so not being like a current like buyer of this stuff, like, I feel bad for everyone that's getting into it now, because like you really have to, spend a lot of money to get these flicks. Like, a lot of people missed out on the golden age of the pawn shop stuff, the golden age of the thrift store stuff, like especially when it comes to VHS, because my theory was always, a lot of these like every once in a while, I used to go thrifting every day. Like, I had older videos where I would just buy shopping bags of films like every fucking day from thrift stores, spend like $1 a tape, 50 cents a tape. Famously, I got my sealed copy of The Killer, which is right here. Can't see it, but I got that from not a dollar store. I got that from a thrift store for $1. Plenty of other amazing stuff. But my theory was always these films were part of like some old lady's, like probably a grandma's collection of VHS tapes. You know, like they had a bunch of, you know, Home Alone and fucking, you know, probably The Shining or Twister. My grandma had Twister and Cable Guy. Those are two films that I would love to get on tape just because of that reason. But so like when these old timers pass away and the family sort of going through their possessions and they find, oh, here's the old VHS collection, send it to the thrift store, you know. And now we're at a point where a lot of those older folks unfortunately have passed on, or they've moved, you know what I mean? Hopefully they've moved somewhere and they've, you know, sent their VHS tapes to the thrifts and all that stuff. But all those people have quote unquote died out. No one's donating a fucking bunch. Like, you're not going to go to the thrift store. If you're lucky, you might, depending where you are. But you're not going to go there and find like Chucky. You're not going to find like Leprechaun or like any of that type of shit anymore. At least I don't. I don't actively go out in pursuit, but I probably go to a thrift store like maybe twice a month with my wife. She goes way more often than we live near one, so she's always walking over there. But I don't know, man. You go there and you just see the same fucking stuff. If they have tapes at all. You know, or you might go there and see like something sick that you might see Bride of Chucky or It or something like that, if it hasn't already been scooped up from some fucking prick that's gonna attempt to sell it for $3 online, or like get it graded and all. Like that whole fucking thing to me is just a joke, man. Like I'm of the camp where the thing that matters the most is not the packaging itself, it's the film, you know. So for instance, let me pull out a sick one here. The Warriors. Warriors has actually been in the news recently. I guess they're doing like a fucking musical play of it, and Ajax is gonna be like a chick and all this, and they're gonna make the Ajax character not like a scumbag. It's like, fuck off. Stop doing that. Stop pussifying cool characters. That's so ridiculous, man. Every cool character they just turn into a pussy nowadays, or they fucking make them the opposite sex, and they make like they're gonna turn Ajax into like a fucking lesbian that's a tree hugger or something like that. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. You know, I can't believe that it was even a discussion that there might have been like a remake of The Goonies or something. It's like, oh my god, like it's crazy. And me and my friend Forrest, we talked about this on a live stream recently, where, you know, I said, well, you know, kids could always, like, Goonies is timeless. Kids can relate to it. And he's like, no, they can't. Because we're of the last generation of kids that were out on bikes, going down to the river, going into the woods, fucking around, all that stuff, stealing cigarettes and smoking them, you know. And now kids just go, mama, I need vape. And they just fucking hand it to them. Like, these motherfuckers give their kids iPads, iPods, phones, all this stuff. It's like, you've fucked your kid for life. Congratulations, because now they're going to be dependent on that for life. All that stuff that we all experience, they're not going to experience that, because you fucking just, you know, people need to grow the fuck up. Let's leave it at that, man. So and especially when it comes to the physical media thing, people want to turn this into their entire existence. You know, I collect, I'm a physical media collector. I collect physical media. It's like, okay, first of all, just call them fucking movies. Just say movies, man. You know, everything has to be physical media. Like, fuck off. That to me is the most overused term. And it's always by these fucks that are like, you know, pushing their glasses up and being like, I've just got a physical media haul, and it's like fucking 3 movies. It's like $340, and it's like Gone with the Wind. It's like, this is a classic piece of cinema. Casablanca, this is a classic piece of cinema. It's like, guess what? Those movies suck. Okay, they're worth watching, and I don't mean they suck as in like the grand scheme of things, but like, to me, I could give a fuck about that type of stuff. Classic films, to me, I'm gonna watch Frankenstein. I'm gonna watch Bride of Frankenstein. I'm gonna watch the fucking James Cagney films, and the you know, the what the hell's his name? George Robinson, something Robinson, the fucking guy from Little Caesar. You know who I'm talking about? Those are classic films, man. And Casablanca, fine. I've seen it at least 3 times. I've watched that film. Don't really give a fuck about it. Watch Citizen Kane. Looks great. A lot of technical stuff. Am I going to watch it again? Fuck no. Don't care about it, man. I want to see stuff that I love. And I don't want to make it sound like, hey, Don't buy Casablanca and don't buy fucking Gone with the Wind because I think it's bullshit. Buy whatever the fuck you like. But buy what you like and enjoy it and use it. Don't just fucking buy it and use it as like a way to, you know, don't turn it into your personality. You know, like it's not bad to you know, be passionate about this stuff. It's great. It's awesome. But like to when you're like going into extreme debt. I seen a video the other day. It was some lady who's a physical media collector exposes her debt. It's like, why would you even make a video like that? That's a fucking stupid thing to do. And on top of that, to like reveal you're like 26 grand in debt because you buy movies? That's wild, man. That's wild shit. And if that fucking lady sees this, you know, Godspeed, because that is fucking insane. No, don't let it rule your life. And that can be said for any collection. Comic books, baseball cards, Pokemon cards, tapes, movies, all that shit. You know, it can definitely put a damper in your fucking bank account, and you don't want to do that. Make sure your fucking bills are paid. Make sure you got food. Make sure you got gas. Make sure you got dope. And then whatever's left, okay, boom, go buy a film. I pre-ordered Switchblade Shorties, the Ed Piskor book. I'm not, and then recently I bought all those fucking hate comics. I'm not buying shit for a fucking while. You know what I mean? Because that was like $80 for all the hate comics. It's $100 something for Switchblade Shorties. This shit ain't cheap. You know, some people are fucking wild. Like, if you got a good job and you make good fucking bank and all that stuff, and if you have a shitty job, but whatever it is, your money is your money. Do whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to listen. I'm not sitting here creating a guideline or list of rules to follow. I'm just saying that one thing you don't want to do is say to yourself, can I get this loaf of bread and dozen of eggs? Or did I spend my last fucking $10 on, you know, a pre-order of Twister on 4K or whatever? I don't know why the fuck I use Twister, but I don't know, man. I do love having the collection. I'm glad. Like, I'm not in it anymore. What I have is pretty much what I want. You know what I mean? I don't want much more than this. There's stuff that I would like to get. But it's a lot of it is stuff that I can either bootleg on YouTube, or not bootleg, but like watch on YouTube or rip off YouTube. There's tons of places to watch this stuff without having to pay. There's sites like Tubi, where there's fucking tons of Giallo films, all kinds of great stuff on there. And that's another thing, people that love the physical media stuff, they love to talk about how bad streaming platforms are. And it's like, dude, are you a fan of movies? Or are you just a fan of fucking having a collection of shit on a shelf? Now to get some water. I've been talking for like 40 minutes. But, you know, one thing that I'll end this video on is, I think it's amazing that movies are being purchased. They're being bought up and enjoyed, hopefully. And, you know, I hope that there's always going to be a way to get movies in the home without having to watch them on a thing. Like just being able to grab like this copy of Onibaba, put it in at any time, and it's, you know, and watch it. That's amazing. A good argument people do make about the streaming shit, and this is something that I do agree with. You fucking buy something online and they lose the licensing deal or whatever it is. They take it off and it's like, dude, you paid $30 for that. Now it's gone. Fuck that shit. I paid, what was it, like probably $40 or maybe $30 for this. It ain't going nowhere. It's right fucking here. So, you know, I actually talked about this recently. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of the interior art of Epitaphs of the Abyss, which is EC Comics has been rebooted by Oni Press, and they put out these sort of quasi Tales from the Crypt type books called Epitaphs from the Abyss. They did a few other series, but I've actually picked up all issues of this. Wasn't that impressed with the first issue. Haven't read the rest of it yet, but I'm glad that it exists. So that's why I supported that. As a matter of fact, the reason why I really supported it is because I forgot to take it off my fucking pull list. I ended up getting issue 2, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. $3, $4, let's get them. And if it's dog shit, like when it's all said and done, I'll read. If it's dog shit, I got fucked. If not, maybe it's something great. Maybe one day my art will end up in Epitaphs of the Undead. So I'll leave the video, or I'll end it here with, you know, if you guys want to get in contact with me and order any of my zines, the Cinema 187 zine, issue 666 is currently in production right now. It'll be available soon. I do have a few copies of issue 1 and issue 4. This is the Video Nasty special. This is probably, if you're going to get one, get this one. It's chock full of amazing stuff. I do have all my comics, Filthy Ralph. I'll show you them real quick in case you are new to the channel. We've got Blood Drunk. This cover right here is actually an homage to Heavy Metal issue 1. We've got Filthy Ralph, The Collected Strips, volume 1 and 2. And then I've got issues 1. I don't know where the fuck issue 2 is, but I got issue 1 and 2 of that. It's sort of all over the fucking place, this room right now, so forgive me for that. But anyways, like I said, you want to get in contact with me, go in the link tree in the bio of this video. You can find my website, go to the how to order page, my email's there, and you can shoot me a link there. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a 666 in the comments. And with that being said, adios. Have a happy Halloween. And hopefully this video isn't taken too seriously because I'm just fucking with you. All right?